welcome to my 57th video. Thank you so much for joining me if you are a return subscriber, or hello if you are new. My name's Adrina, I'm an Australian teacher and mum, currently on a break at the moment, trying to figure out this whole teacherpreneur online space, selling my teaching resources and clip art on Teachers Pay Teachers and online. Now in today's video, I'll be talking about my August income report. So if you've been following along on this journey, you'll know that every month so far since I started this channel, I've been releasing an income report, sharing with you guys how much I've earned selling my clip art over the last year. And this month is no different, so I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I earned for the month of August, and we're just going to have a little chat about kind of what went on in August for me. And if you watched my last income report, you'll know that my budget or my goal that I was aiming for August was $400 US. We're going to find out now if I met my budget or not. Let's go. Hi guys, and welcome to the income report for August 2022. So today it is actually September 2nd that I'm filming this, and we're just going to be talking about what I earned in the month of August and talk about what happened in the month since my last income report for July. Let's start off with what I usually talk about, and that's going through kind of the data here on my store. So if I look at my last income report, when I talked about that for July, last month I had 383 followers. This month I have got to 424 followers. So that is an increase of 41 followers. That's quite a lot, you guys. Wow. And then in my last income report, I had 187 votes. This month I have 208 votes. So that is an increase of 21 votes. And then for my products, now this is the weird thing. I don't know what's happening with my maths here, because in my last income report, which is this one here, it says that I had 215 products. And I know for a fact that I uploaded 17 products for the month of August, but it's saying that my products are 229. So that would have been only an increase of 14 if that was the case. So I don't know what's going on. Either my maths is wrong or something's going on, or maybe from my last income report, because I might have uploaded something that day, it didn't show. I don't know. It's just really weird why that my maths isn't adding up for that. But anyway, I know that I uploaded 17 products because when I go to my Trello board, I'll just show you that really quickly. Because I like to track now since I've got into Trello, you guys, and again, I will do a video down the track about like what I do with Trello, but because I like to track it now, it kind of gives me an incentive to what I've done. But you can see here that I've recorded how many things I've actually uploaded, and I've uploaded 17 things on my store for the month of August. So I don't know why I'm saying that my maths is off. But anyway, let's not get too caught up on that. Okay, so if you look at my Trello board, you'll notice that I have colors on them. So you can see like green and blue, pink, these little labels, whatever you want to call them. So basically, here in my information center, if it's a pink one, I've uploaded a digital paper. If it's a purple one, it's a bundle. If it's a blue one, it's free. So you can see like with this one, for that first thing that I uploaded in August, it was actually free and it was a clip art set. So my goal has been to put out more clip art rather than digital papers, because the last few months I've really not had the most of time, so I've been doing more digital papers. So this month I had a little extra time on my hands, so I was able to put a bit more clip art. As you can see, green, 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 and I've been able to experiment, you guys, with a little bit more things, which has been interesting. And so I'll just go back to my store. You can see things a little bit bigger. So I did some like green designer leaves, some glitter leaves, some boho leaves, and just kind of to be honest, some random things. And I was thinking about, like October's coming soon, and I wanted to kind of create something kind of Halloween related. So I had a burst of inspiration. I just kind of wanted to make these witch hats. So I've put them in like a little bundle, and there's all different types in there. And then I kind of did some random things like make cute little childlike crayon drawings. It was interesting because to make them look childlike, you guys, the way I actually had to create them, because it's actually quite hard to draw like a child, if that makes any sense. Sorry, that's like that. It's just tricky to draw like someone, like a kid has drawn it. Anyway, the way I did this was actually I drew these with my left hand. So that was really challenging. That worked racked my brain a little bit. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this set actually. And you know, this was actually so surprising to me because this set in particular, actually, I uploaded it, I don't know, at like 10 at night, and literally the next morning someone had bought it and they've left a rating for it. And I just thought that was so sweet. I wasn't sure if this was even going to sell, to be honest. And so anyways, it was so nice that they left a really lovely review. But yeah, that's just like a little childlike crayon kind of drawing that I did on Procreate with my left hand. So that's something that sold the next day, which never usually happens. So I was really shocked about that, but that was really cool. And then again, yeah, I just got some more of those individual Halloween hats. And I had a little play you might have seen in my short, if you watched my short on my YouTube channel, the clip art characters from the set. But I'm going to show you the collection. So we've got a couple of these cool little Halloween characters. So you would have seen, if you watched my YouTube short there, that I was having a little play with these little characters. And I just had a lot of fun actually playing with these little characters. I just wanted to do something a little bit different, and I kind of was inspired. And so I've really struggled though, you guys, because at the moment with my store, it's not very consistent in the way of like what I'm actually even uploading. It's like I'm just getting bursts of inspiration and kind of just like uploading what I feel like. That is honestly kind of what it has come down to. But it's really hard as a creative person to stick to one particular thing, especially when you're creating clip art, because you're like, oh my gosh, I have so many ideas, but you know, how do I be consistent? Because I like boho things, and then I want to try, you know, creating cute little characters, but I'm like still trying to figure myself out. I'm still trying to figure out my style. So I'm really just experimenting still, and I just want to share that with you guys. And then even like when you look at this, like with my clip art, my watercolor clip art that I created when I did my money and manifestation video, that is so completely different to the style that I make on Procreate. So I've really kind of struggled this month with like thinking, you know, what am I doing? What am I doing with my consistency on my, you know, I go from like designer type of elements, boho elements, to having, you know, just like random little crayon drawings into like random hats. So I don't know, I'm happy in a way. Like I'm not putting the stress or pressure to like be too niche in what I'm creating, and I'm enjoying that I can kind of be creative and just at this point in time put out kind of what my creative energy has allowed as a mum, and I'm just pleased with that. But I don't know if that's the best tactic, to be completely honest, but I just wanted to kind of share that's kind of what's been going on for me in what I've actually been creating. Now let's move on to money. Now, did I actually meet my goal of $400? As you know, if you've been following along in my last income report, I had put down $400 as my budget for this month to see if I could make it. We're going to find out in a minute whether I did make that or not. Now you'll see here the month of July last month I earned $289.20, which was amazing because I had no goal whatsoever for that, so I was really pleased with that. And then also in June there was no goal and I earned $164.56, which I was also really pleased with. Now, I will say last year in August I earned, so my budget I had for August was $50 last year, and I ended up earning $313, which honestly shook me at the time, because in my fourth month of Tealazzo, it shook me because I didn't know that I was going to earn that much, because that had been more than some of my first store's earnings. And so I was interested to see what this month was going to hold. So did I meet my budget? Let's find out. Let's go to my dashboard and let's go into August. So you can see this is a little sneak peek for September so far. Let's do custom range. We're going to go from August 1st to the 31st. Now, did I meet my budget of $400? Let's see. I did. So I made $464.25. That is awesome, you guys. I'm really happy and I'm really pleased with that. I'm so grateful for the money that has been earned on this store, because, you know, I remember my heart when I first started this store. Like, I really wanted to do clip art, but I just had no idea if my work would even sell. I had no idea. And it wasn't until that first sale, it took about 2 weeks till I got that first sale, and that was the thing thing that really let me believe that I could continue on with Tealazzo Clipart. So here I am now, like just a bit more than a year later. This is my 16th month of business on Tealazzo, and I've earned that much. Now, I know some of you guys are earning a lot more than that, but I know some of you guys are also earning a lot less. So this is just my journey. I don't want you to ever compare yourself. This is just me sharing, just being open and honest with you guys of what is going on in my store for finance wise, just because, like I said in the beginning, when I wanted to start this clip art journey, there was very little information about the clip art world, anyone sharing about how to make clip art or even sharing numbers on how much they've earned making and selling clip art. And so I thought, why not be the person to help aid in transparency? Because if there are other creatives out there that could earn money doing this, and if they have creative abilities that that could, one of these videos might help them get into something like that and earn their own little bits of passive income on the side, then that for me, I feel like that would be amazing as an opportunity for some people that want to do this. So anyway, that is that. I do want to talk about what happened though throughout August, because as you know, or if you are in the TPT community, you'll know that we had 2 different sales. Alrighty, so I have my calendar here. Now for the month of August, we had 2 big back to school sales. So the very first sale was on the 2nd and 3rd of August, and then the second back to school bonus sale was on the 30th and 31st of August. So I've just put that here so you can kind of see. So if I make that a bit smaller, so let's have a little look see. So I started, so 2nd and 3rd, that's kind of, so you probably see around here. Well, it's actually interesting because it says August 4 that I had like one of my more bigger sale days. But to be completely honest, while I was at the very beginning of the month, it was good because I did have a few little sales, which was really nice to see. And then it kind of dropped down for a little bit. And I was actually getting a little bit worried throughout the month actually, because I wasn't sure if I was even going to meet $400 as the time was going on. I was having a few sales every day, which was amazing, but I wasn't close to, the 400 range yet. And then I had a couple of those bundles, some of my bigger bundles sell. And that really helped put me over the edge to make it to the $400. But it wasn't until, honestly, some of the last days that I started earning over that $400. And it was, obviously, you can see here, August 30, 31st, that's kind of my sale days. And so, yeah, I did sell a bundle in that. And really, honestly, when I sell those bundles, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for that, because they really help you go over your budget, the people that do love bundles. I love the people that buy bundles because, they're wanting to get a good deal, but also, it also helps us as creators too, because we get that little bit of extra kickback and they get a better deal for their money's worth. So I'm really happy with that. And yeah, I was, like I said, a little bit worried throughout the month until the end of the month. That's when I just kind of made it over that $400 budget. So I made budget for myself over by $64.25, which I'm still really happy with. Again, I know there are a lot of other people earning a lot more than this, but I'm not trying to compare myself to them. I'm just comparing myself to myself, and I am so happy because I earned more than what I earned last year, and that is growth to me, you guys. So I'm so happy, and this has been my biggest month in Tealazzo. So how can I not be happy about that, you guys? So that's been amazing. Let's have a look here now. So I got earnings, conversion. So I had a 5% conversion rate throughout this month, which I'm pretty sure was higher than last month. So that was quite good. Views, I have had 2,538 views. That's not too bad. And then we had 133 units sold. And obviously I don't have any video, so I won't have to go into that. Now traffic, as you know, I don't have Instagram. I don't do Pinterest or anything like that at this point in time. I have a lot of you guys coming over from YouTube. So hello, the 77 click-throughs from my YouTube channel. But as you can see, majority of all those earnings have been from Teachers Pay Teachers themselves as the marketplace. Now, I don't know what's going on here, you guys. I have no idea what's going on with these websites. Like Trello, why is Trello even there? I don't know what that's about. So maybe some people have been clicking from they've been on a site and they've ended up on my site somehow. So I don't know exactly, but that is that. Now, I do want to talk about very quickly too, just go back to my dashboard. I want to talk about something because although this has been my biggest month on Tealazzo, it's been the weirdest month because I'm usually someone that is really quite headstrong when it comes to like imposter syndrome and stuff like that. But it's been really weird because this month, although it's been my highest month, I've had the most imposter syndrome that I've had in the last however many months. It's been the weirdest thing. And the thing is, I'm very aware of it. I don't let it get to me, but it's just been really weird because like at times when I've been uploading things, I've been really questioning my life. I've been like, what am I doing? Like, is this good enough? Why am I doing the things I'm doing? I've been like really digging deep into kind of those questions. And, I'm usually someone that can be like, well, why not? Why not you? And that's that is the thing. Why not you? Everyone, I think to some degree, eventually has this imposter syndrome hit them. And so I just wanted to be honest and say, look, this month, even though, this has been my highest month on Tealazzo, I've really experienced that imposter syndrome. And I'm really thinking even though I've obviously made sales and stuff like that, I'm like, is my work even good enough? What am I doing? So yeah, I just want to share that with you guys because it's not necessarily even about the money sometimes. It's just about how you feel as a person sometimes. And that's where it's money does not bring happiness to a certain degree. Money buys comfort and buys you tools to be able to do things that can provide comforts and luxuries that allow you to be happy. But overall, money can't buy the happiness. Money can't buy your way out of a feeling of that you're either trying to get away from, or if you're feeling imposter syndrome or whatever, you know what I mean? So I just want to share that with you guys. And I'm, of course, extremely happy with my earnings this month, and I'm looking forward and I'm very hopeful for the future. And yeah, I just wanted to say that was a bit of a struggle though for me this month, feeling this imposter syndrome. Maybe it was because I felt with Clipart, I don't know, maybe I was just kind of doubting my abilities, or maybe it was because I think I had a lot of questioning in myself really because of my consistency with what I'm actually uploading. Because obviously, like I said in the beginning, let me just go to my store again. In the beginning of August, as you can see, it's just so different with what I'm sort of uploading. I'm going from characters to hats to, crayon drawings. And I think what's getting to me is this whole thing of finding a niche. And I don't know why it's been really trying to poke out in my head, find a niche. And I'm like, but what if I don't want to find a niche? What if I don't have a niche yet? What if I don't how pinpointed do you have to go to find a niche? You know what I mean? I don't want to be boxed in so much that I can't have my creative freedom. But at the same time, I do know that, finding a niche is also beneficial because people like consistency. They like to see that. It's not always a bad thing to find a niche. Actually, it's quite good in some respect. But I think the same token, I don't know, I just feel maybe my niche is just clip art and not exactly the type of clip art I'm making. And maybe that's why I have to not stress myself out as much with what I'm actually creating, because I've been looking through some other clip artists, some new and upcoming clip artists, and I found this one clip artist, and I'm not trying to compare. I think their work is amazing, but I think I just kind of went and thought to myself, oh my gosh, they're so consistent with what they're doing. But here I am, and I'm I don't know. I'm really into the boho at the moment. I love the boho vibes. But then I'm throwing in random witch hats. What am I doing? You know what I mean? But look, I don't know what I'm doing really to that degree. I'm really just trying to experiment and just have some fun and put out what my creative energy has really literally allowed me as a mum. Because if you are a parent, you know how exhausting parenting can be. So this is kind of, I guess, in some way been a bit of an outlet to create what I feel like I wanted to create when I wanted to create it, and to not have that be so boxed in. So anyway, that's just a mini rant. I want to say one other thing that was random this month, actually, that sold in my store. So a while back, I actually put up some photographs, some real photographs. I don't know why, I thought that I was going to put some photographs up, but I just thought, oh, why not? Talking about random stuff, right? So a little while ago, I put these photos up. Let's just have a look at what they are. And so, of course, they can be used for commercial use, images for anyone that wants to use them in their work. And so these are photos that I've taken personally from my day-to-day life, going here, going there. And this actual platter was from my baby shower. So I just have pictures of some nice food that I've eaten over over the last couple of years that I've taken photos of, and I was just actually really surprised that this sold. And yeah, it was just so random that this sold. So I just want to share that with you guys, that if you are a photographer and you are good at photography, even better than me, you know, if this can sell, something of yours could probably sell. So I'm actually really interested to see what that person, like, I won't probably ever see what they've done with those photos, but it's interesting to think about what they actually did with those photos and what they're going to create with the photos, whoever bought that. So yeah, that was just something random. Now I know my channel is primarily clip art, but I know some of you guys also have resource stores, and you like to see kind of the difference between my resource store to my clip art store. So I will show you the difference in my clip art store to that. So I want to go and show you my earnings. I'm just going to log out here and I'll log in really quick. Okay, so here we are at the creative table. Now I didn't upload very much last month. I think I literally only uploaded 2 things, or even one. It might have been only this one. And yeah, I didn't upload a lot at all. So this is my other store. So I just want to kind of say I do have some back to school stuff. So this is something that I had for back to school that actually did quite well this year. So this is like a little, I'll just quickly give you a brief preview of it so you can kind of see. But this is like a little editable school presentation, and you can kind of edit that. It's like when you are going in to meet your students and you want to do like little presentations before you begin class and get to know each other and stuff like that. And so this is like a little presentation, a boho vibe one that I did, talking about like expectations and just like what you can expect from the teacher this year and like the timetable and stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, you can just kind of see what that's about. But this is something that actually did quite well. Alrighty, so I'll show you the income from this store, the creative table, my resource store. So go to my dashboard. So you can see this is September so far. So Tealazzo and the creative table are pretty close. I think Tealazzo was on 9 and the creative table was on 10. Earnings, so we're going to change that to custom range, go back to August 1st to August 31st. So for the creative table, I've earned $502.91, you guys. I'm proper chuffed with that. Last year, so if you see here, last year I earned $256, so you can kind of see the growth there, which has been good. And so I've been really pleased with that because, like I said, I haven't uploaded as much as I have been Tealazzo, because as you know, I'm trying to get Tealazzo off the ground, and because obviously in the amount of time that I have with my little one, as he's now obviously walking and running around the house and getting up to mischief, like it's been harder for me to work at times from when he was a little baby, you know. So when he was really like a newborn, I was able to have him on me and be able to do some work, but these days that is not the case. So like I said before in some of my other videos, to have the iPad has just been an amazing tool that I can, like, if I've got 10 minutes here, I can literally do a little bit of work throughout the day if I want to, and if I have the time to, and just, yeah, like things like that. But I'm really happy with the growth that has happened for this store, because this has also been the biggest month I have had in the creative table so far. I haven't earned over $500 yet from this store, so this is the first $500 month that I've been having from the creative table, and I'm just really happy and pleased. Some of the things though I want to say about this store is I feel really bad because I forgot to tell you guys. So as you know, with having 2 stores comes with 2 loads of work. Now I actually genuinely love having these separated, but with that does come some things like what happened with me. So for the last back to school bonus sale, I actually forgot. Well, I didn't forget. I thought I had put my whole store on sale, but then I realized it was Tealazzo, because when you are a seller, you have like a little banner that comes up here saying get ready your store. And I literally thought I clicked it, but it was for Tealazzo, and I was thinking that it was for the creative table. That's obviously my mum brain there at its finest. So I thought that I had put my store ready for the sale from the 30th and 31st of August. My store wasn't on sale, so I feel really terrible about that, because I'm like, I wonder if people would have been like put off from that. I did still make sales towards the end, but you can see like I didn't earn that much over the last couple of days of August 30th and 31st, even compared to Tealazzo. And I wonder if that was because I didn't have my store on sale. So I'm wondering if I missed out on a little bit of revenue here. But never mind, because I still earned the $500, which I'm really pleased with and I'm really happy with. And so basically totaling them up, you know, that is, what have we got? All right, so when I total these up, so we had $464.25 from Tealazzo. And then we had from the creative table $502 $965.91. So that gives us a total of $967.16. So that is amazing, because in Australian dollars that will be over $1,000. So when I convert that over, so obviously be mindful of exchange rate and bank fees and whatnot, when I convert that over, $967.16 for us Aussies, that is actually $1,425.32. So that is awesome. I almost cracked the $1,000 mark, and maybe next year when I release my next year's income report for August, maybe all up of my stores will get to be over 1,000 next year. Oh, I'm excited to see. I'm really happy with being able to make the most out from either stores this month. That's been really, really awesome for me, and I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful for that, and for the opportunity to do this while I've been at home with my little one as well. So with that said, I will see you in my talking head. Alrighties guys, that is my income report for the month of August. I am thrilled that I made budget this month. I'm really excited and happy and pleased with that, and I'm interested to kind of see what the next following months are going to hold, because if I look at my stats, like I kind of mentioned in the video, it's going to kind of go a little bit downhill from what my data says from last year. So it will be interesting to kind of see what happens with that, and I'm just really excited and happy and pleased to see that there is progress happening, and it is about celebrating those small steps. Like, this is my biggest month for each of my stores, and to make just over $900, that is awesome. And so when that converts over to us Aussies, that will be a little bit more for us over here. And so as you saw in my report, both of my stores combined, I've earned over $1,000 this month, Australian dollars. So I'm pleased with that. I'm really excited about that and happy with that. And yeah, I just want to say, with the sales, sometimes if you are a newer seller, it can be really deflating and disheartening. And like I kind of mentioned in the video too, even though these are my biggest months, they have been months that I've had like a bit of that imposter syndrome, and I'm like, why is that happening to me? Like, they've been my biggest months yet, and here I am still like feeling that bit of weird imposter syndrome happening, which I'm generally usually pretty good with that, but it's like really strange to me. So I'm going to see how that goes over the next month or so. Yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys to aid in the transparency of it all, because as you know, if you've watched any of my other income reports, as when I was looking in my early days to sell clip art, I didn't know what the potential was for money, or like what you could earn from selling clip art. So that just goes to show that kind of gives you a comparison between both of my stores, and so you can kind of see how much I've earned just selling my clip art this month. I'm just really hopeful for the future, like with my earnings slowly creeping up every month, and obviously through the sale, I'm really pleased with that. And I know there's some people out there that did amazing on the sale, and then others out there really were quite disappointed with the sale. And sometimes that can be the case. It really depends on what you're selling as well, and if you have anything that's like back to school or not. And sometimes some teacher authors' best sale months aren't actually August, September. They might be other months depending on what they're actually selling or what they've got products in, or their niche or whatever. If you are a newer seller, don't feel too disheartened. Please just keep on going. Your hard work will pay off, as I'm just trying to show you. Like, if you look at my progress, like, it's been interesting to kind of see. My first month, I didn't earn that much, my very first month, and I wasn't expecting to earn much because I already had my first store, so I sort of knew that it takes time. And even moving forward for me, I know that this is going to be a long game. That's why I'm here trying to share with you guys, showing you that this can be possible. If you are wanting to sell your clip art, you can kind of see over the few months, like, I've been slowly increasing, and it's been really nice. It's just lovely to know that, you know, some people out there are using my work in their creations. I think that's also amazing. I think that's just honestly wonderful. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and feel free to pop the like button. That just lets me know that you are enjoying this video and you like to see more of this kind of content. Now, if you haven't checked out some of my other videos or my other income reports, then feel free to go and check the videos down below. And until then, wishing you health, wealth, and happiness in your TPT journey and in life. We can do this, you guys. Just keep grinding. I know it can feel like a hard slog sometimes, and there's a lot of hours that goes into this, but you know, if you are someone that is wanting to get into TPT, your work will pay off. It will. Just keep on going. We can do this. Alrighty, see you in my next video. Adios.